And here we go. You gonna do color commentary?
Yeah.
I'll get one for next game.
That works better than the GoPro?
Yeah, it's live. I can't do live with the GoPro. Yeah. So if you're at home and you have a YouTube account, you don't even need a YouTube account. You just need to be on YouTube. And here we go. Toledo Cherokee versus the Fort Wayne Force here in Angola, Indiana. Puck is dropped. Face-off won there by Toledo. Fort Wayne kicks it deep into the Toledo zone where Kurt flips it to Derek Morgan. Morgan up the side. Morgan tried to gain the zone and gets it knocked off his stick at the blue line. And Ridings punched it in, and we'll have an offside. And here's Rose with the face-off. Face-off one, makes a move on 1D, takes a shot. Glove down by the Fort Wayne goalie. Face-off here in the Fort Wayne zone. Puck ends up rolling past the Fort Wayne goalie where it's turned over to Toledo from Fort Wayne. David Ben gives chase in the far corner. And puck comes out, sticked around, and eventually taken there by Brady Couric. Couric over to Egan. Egan sends it up to Ridings. Ridings rides around the near side corner. Pushed up here along the boards. Now Rose has it. He loses it. Ridings knocks it off the Fort Wayne stick. Back to Rose. Rose is going to send one through the crease, and it was pad saved there by Fort Wayne goalie. Back to Egan. Egan sends a pass to David Ben. Ben cannot handle it, so here comes Fort Wayne on the rush. Fort Wayne knocked off the puck. Couric sends it back around to Ridings. Ridings on the near side wall. Gives it up to Rose. Rose gains his own. Rose winds up for a slap shot kicked away by the Fort Wayne Force goalie. Here's Morgan. Morgan loses the battle along the boards, but coming off the bench is Kemp to knock it away from Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne gives it back. Here comes Bracken Buck. He tries to send it in deep. It's knocked down by the stick of the Fort Wayne defenseman. Now the puck is behind the Toledo net, out in front. Taken there by Morgan and given up to the Fort Wayne Fort Wayne forward. Takes a shot on net that goes wide. Here's another one that's tried to put on net. It's just wide, and Fort Wayne tried to redirect that. Puck is eventually taken out of the zone, and we'll have an offsides. 10:23 left in the first period. Nothing. Out there, we'll have last-minute change here as Gould and Weasel at wing with Leach at center. Leach ties his man up on the face-off. Toledo wins face-off back. Keurig sends it up the boards to Weasel. Weasel, one-on-one, chips it around his man. Gets it deep into the Fort Wayne zone. Fort Wayne, pass from behind the net, intercepted by Leach. Leach tried to get it to Gould. It bounced over his stick, but eventually slapped on net. Fort Wayne tried to force it up the boards, was unsuccessful. Egan plays it along the side of the blue line. And Fort Wayne tries to dump it out. Keurig over to Egan. Egan at the blue line sends it deep around the backside of the Fort Wayne net. Egan again has the puck. Tried to send a shot to the net, but it was unsuccessful. Shot by Weasel there. Pad saved away there by the Fort Wayne goalie. Another puck tried to clear by Fort Wayne is held in by Egan. And here's the puck. Puck comes away now to Fort Wayne. Brady Keurig steps in the way of that Fort Wayne shot, knocks that down. Here's Rose with it. Rose makes a move on one man. He's got Ridings with him. Here comes Buck now to help along the boards. Buck comes all the way back out, almost to the blue line, but knocked back in by Jamison Rose. Ben will give chase here behind the net. And Fort Wayne does end up clearing the puck there. Again, taken back here by Toledo. Bracken backhands the puck to Ridings. Ridings is going to send it back around the far side boards. Fort Wayne gives chase. Brings it to the near side. Fort Wayne's just looking to get it out of their zone. A lot of pressure by Toledo. There's Fort Wayne on a 2-on-2. That's going to be covered up by A.J. Kierkegaard. Kierkegaard in goal today. Played a good game last night in a 3-3 tie against the West Michigan Ice Dogs. So here we go. We have a face-off in the Toledo zone. One back by Fort Wayne. Number 91 sends it deep in the Toledo zone, wrapped around the backside of the net. Winger for Fort Wayne dumps it off to his centerman, who puts a shot on Kierkegaard, and it's gloved down easily there. Puck is dropped here and taken by Toledo, where Ethan Van Herset tried to chip it out of the zone, was unsuccessful, so sends it down the ice there, where Morgan will give chase to it. No icing on the play. Morgan behind the Fort Wayne zone. Goes to work against his man. Here he comes away with it, looks for a centering try, but the only one there is the defenseman of Fort Wayne. Puck is now at the feet of Kemp. Battle for it over there. Egan takes a shot. Oh, and it chipped off the skate of the defender out in front of the net there for Fort Wayne and redirected itself just wide of the goal. Toledo, another centering try there by Kemp. And here's the puck again. Egan punches it down the ice, and it hit the skate of Van Herset. Van Herset gave it up to the Fort Wayne right winger, who sends it down for an icing. So we'll have a stoppage here at 6:47. Nothing your score. Rose with the face-off here, taken by Ben behind the net of the Fort Wayne. Up comes all the way back around. Now Ridings has it to Rose. Rose out in front to Ben. Ben almost had a great shot opportunity there, and it just knocked off his stick to the backhand side, and he couldn't corral it. Fort Wayne trying to spin it around far side. Xander Kurtz there to hold it in. Another attempt to get it past the blue line, and they do. Bracken Buck takes it at center ice. Just trying to get it deep into the zone, and was knocked down by a Fort Wayne stick. Here's Jamison Rose. Rose tries a shot, deflected off the body in front, and went wide. Puck out to the blue line, and it gets out. Kurt over to Buck. Buck's got to wait for the zone to clear, and he does. Brings it down here and spins it all the way back around to the far side boards. Puck held in there nicely by Weasel. Weasel to Ridings. Ridings is battling his man. Here comes Weasel. Around the backside, he lost it off his stick to the Fort Wayne force, and shot by Kurek is knocked down right there by little number 10 for Fort Wayne. He brings it down the ice, trying to take on Egan, and Kurek does so and gets a nice shot off, but save made with the pad by A.J. Kirikis. Puck back out to the point. From the point, kicked out by A.J. again. Too many good chances here for Fort Wayne, as this puck was deflected there by Kurek. There's another shot that ended up going through the crease. Here comes a slap shot. Unable to get through all the bodies in there. It's flipped along by Leach. Leach sends it back around his own goal where Kirk's trying to get it out. Toledo needs to get it out. Need a little bit of pressure relief here. Here's Kurek. Kurek taps it along the boards there to Weasel. Weasel's trying to just get it out of the zone. It's coming back all the way down in. Kurek again to Weasel. Weasel's going to try to get it out and does so. He's going to send it the length of the ice, and we'll have an icing. Nope, waved off by the referee. So Toledo's able to get a line change here on the D. Puck is up but not out. Another one attempted there by Buck. Buck was successful on that. Buck came back into the zone before Fort Wayne could clear it, so we'll have an offsides. 3:53 left in this first period. 0-0 is your score. Manner set at center ice to take the faceoff. Manner wins it back to Kurt. Kurt sends it up the boards to the Fort Wayne defenseman. Here comes Van Erset, challenging him, gets away with the puck. He's got Kemp in the middle. He's going to try to slide one in and take it himself, and was unsuccessful there, but here comes Fort Wayne on the backside. Buck's going to take it. He's got to wait for the zone to clear, so he drops it back to Xander Kurt. Kurt was retreating and missed the pass, so here he comes. He's looking far side for Kemp. Kemp's going to take it into the zone here and be contested there by number 2 of Fort Wayne. And there's Morgan shows up. Morgan knocks the puck down on the attempted clear, and Van Erset's going to flip it off the glass to Kemp. Kemp's going to backhand it there nicely to Morgan. Oh, and he just had it right at his feet. He couldn't handle that pass. Van Erset gives it up to Kurt. Kurt's going to drive here and take a shot, and that's going to be gloved down by the Fort Wayne Force goaltender. .258 left to play here. Cherokee with the face-off, and that's taken by Fort Wayne, but given up quickly to David Ben, who looks for a centering pass to Rhino Ridings and just could not get a stick on it. Egan steps up to try to hold the zone and does so, but the next attempt does get out, so the puck is going to be offsides here. Puck is dropped, taken by Fort Wayne. Here they come. Fort Wayne gains the zone. Looking for something to do here. Drops it to number 10. Quick shot goes wide. Might have been stick saved there a little bit by AJ. And puck comes free off the wall to Jamison Rose. Rose gave it to Ben. Back to Rose. Rose brings it along and gains the blue line. Rose puts a few moves there and dumps it deep in the zone. Battle for it back behind the Fort Wayne net as it's tied up in some skates. Who's going to come away with it? And looks like Toledo. Rose went right. Here comes Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne comes away with it from the scrum. Puck is taken there by Egan. Egan over to Couric. Couric to Ben. Ben looked to try to get it deep into the zone. It was knocked down by Fort Wayne. And at the blue line there, that puck's chipped around out of midair and taken here at center ice again by Fort Wayne. Here comes Toledo. With the puck stolen there, tried for a long stretch pass to David Ben and just got in the way of the Fort Wayne defender there. Now Egan looking for something to do with it. Rhino's got it up the boards. Couldn't handle that pass. So it's all the way back down into the Fort Wayne net. Excuse me, Fort Wayne in. Here comes Fort Wayne now with it. Tried to put a move through the legs of Xander Kurt, was unsuccessful. But here he goes, tried to take a shot there, but Buck is in the way. Nice block there by Buck. Fort Wayne looking to get it in front of their net. Nobody there anymore as the puck and battle along there. And Buck comes away with it. Here's Buck. Buck up to Gould. 2-on-2 here. 22 seconds left in the period. Weasel winds up for a shot, takes it. Oh, and it's just pad saved by the Fort Wayne goaltender. Fort Wayne clears the zone. 8 seconds left. Time for one more rush by Fort Wayne. 2 seconds left. 1 second and the period will run out. Nothing after one period.
What do you search for?
I can send you a link.
How do you service it?
I begged for the Wi-Fi password. Or I can just send it to your wife if you want.
Yeah.
So it'll be a link to yesterday's game, but when she goes on to that, she'll see another one that says live, like if she goes to the main page. So she should be able to, well, I might be able to send her this link too. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, because the live link is up. It's about a 30-second delay, but
I think that's only like 300,000. It's a lot of money, but I don't know what improvements they can do.
so if you have like a smart TV or an Amazon Pro, anything like that, anything that you can hook up to YouTube, you can watch them on there. His dad watches them all the time.
Go Toledo!
That's basically it.
That's good.
And puck drops here for the second period here. One there by Fort Wayne, but puck came out of the zone, and we're going to have an offsides as it came back in by 21 of Fort Wayne. So So we'll have Morgan Kemp with Van Urset in the center. Egan and Couric in the back end. Puck came off the face-off to Morgan. Morgan dumps it deep into the zone where gives chase. Here comes Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne with the puck right in front of the circles there, but gets knocked around there a little bit by a back-checking Derek Morgan. And errant Fort Wayne pass came to Kemp. Kemp knocked it down, and here comes Toledo. Oh, pass there by Couric was knocked down and intercepted by Fort Wayne and almost taken for a breakaway, but could not handle it. So here's Couric again to Morgan. Morgan up the side of the boards, tried to chip it off, but his stick lifted. So it comes all the way back into the Toledo zone where Egan will take it. Egan wraps it around to Kemp. Kemp far side, chips, and gives it to Fort Wayne. Nice play there by Ethan Van Urset to hold the puck, but it gave it right to number 10. He's going to take a shot, and it's going to be in. Number 10 for Fort Wayne found himself in front of the net with the puck and just sent a simple little shot on, and it got through the 5-hole there of Caracas. So here's face-off here at center ice, brought into the zone here by Rose. And bodies falling all over the place. Finally, David Benn comes away with it, gives it to Rose. Rose is going to shoot and goes high left. He was trying to pick that top left corner and just was unsuccessful. So the puck comes all the way back out of the blue line over to Kurt. Kurt gives it back to Buck. Buck's pass was intercepted there, and it'll be a one-on-one here as the shot goes wide of the net by Fort Wayne and bounces off the backboards to Caracas, who covers up. Face off here, one in the Toledo zone by Toledo. Kurt's going to bring it around the backside of the boards there. Chip it off there around his man. Tried to send it up, but the puck was knocked down and finally cleared the zone there. Here comes Toledo. Pass there by Ben is knocked out of the air and sent length of the ice where Buck will pick it up in his own end. Buck chips it off the boards up to David Benn. Ben has a 3-on-2. Rose and Ridings down the middle. Ben's going to have to shoot one low, and it goes off the pad of the Fort Wayne goalie. So here's Rose with it. Rose comes off the boards, gets tripped up there, no call. Here's Rose with it. Rose gets over the blue line, dumps it deep, and goes for a change. Comes wrapped around the near side where Couric comes off the bench and meets his man there with it. Tried a little stretch pass there by Fort Wayne. It's knocked down, but eventually taken out of the zone. Couric gives it up to Weasel. Weasel couldn't handle the pass, so comes back out and back in by Couric. We're going to have an offsides apparently at the face-off at center ice for some reason. Excuse me, face off outside the Toledo zone for some reason. Apparently they called that intentional. Offsides. Face off there by Leach, taken there by Fort Wayne. Back all the way around the Toledo end there. And puck is now flipped out by Leach. Leach cleared it all the way to Weasel. He tried to knock that pass down and settle it down, but it bounced over his stick, so it was all the way back down here into the Fort Wayne zone, taken by Fort Wayne. Pass right up the middle of the ice. Should make it down for an icing. And does. 8:57 left here in the second period. 1-0 lead, Fort Wayne. You want the Wi-Fi password? Huh? It's the sports one. And the password is Sports Network, capital S, capital N, all one word. Sports Network, capital S, capital N. Back to the action here. Puck comes out to the blue line where Kurt flips it off the boards to Derek Morgan. Morgan's going to put a flip shot on goal there that the Fort Wayne goalie pads saves away. And everybody's screaming, hooting, and hollering. Nobody happy with the referees there, but they'll have a look to be a cross-checking penalty.
Sports, right?
Yeah, Sports Access, and it's Sports Network, capital S, capital N. So Toledo will go on their first power play of the day. First power play for either team. And the puck is dropped and one back there by Toledo. Shot from Xander Kurt. Oh, and another shot there by by Tyler Kemp. Backhander, glove down to the ice. And we're going to have an offsides as the puck came out, and Buck was trying to hold it out, but did not clear the zone fast enough. Here's the face-off. Oh, and a shot there by Morgan goes high and wide, but another shot from Kemp from the side. Tried to get it in front of the net. And he sends it back to the point. From there, it goes from Buck back to Kemp. Kemp back to Buck. Buck down off the glass, trying to get something out in front of the net there. This comes all the way around to Van Urset. Van Urset behind the net. Gives it to Kemp. Kemp's going to give it to Buck. Buck at the point, takes a shot, drop. Oh, and it just goes wide. It's knocked down by somebody's stick in front. And Van Urset gets his pocket pick there by Fort Wayne. Xander Kurt gets knocked to the ground. Mom wanted a penalty, but she's not going to get it. And here's Toledo again. 37 seconds left in the power play. Here comes Morgan. Morgan down the right side gets met with his man there, where Fort Wayne is looking to have a stretch pass, and that is broken up nicely by Kurt. Kurt's waiting for the zone to clear, and does. Morgan gets out, comes back in, and Fort Wayne ends up with the puck. Here comes Jamison Rose. Passes it up alongside to Ridings. Ridings chips and goes around his man. Seven seconds left in the power play for Toledo. Here's Kirk. Kirk sends it deep again, back around the backside of the net. Penalty is over. Oh, and a pass right out in front. Ridings just tipped it off the end of his stick. Spin around shot there by Rose. Ended up dangerously in the crease, but nobody there to chip it in. It's all the way out to the blue line where Ridings is there to hold it in. And another spin-a-rama job by Rose, where Fort Wayne sends it all the way down the length of the ice, and we should have another icing. Here we go again. Here's Toledo with the winning. Won the face-off. Down to Ridings. Ridings wraps it around the backside where Rose will give chase. Rose goes to work against his guy. Body's falling down. Ben tried to center it. Was knocked down by a stick. Centered over to Ridings. Ridings lines up a shot, and it is gloved down by the Fort Wayne goaltender. Midway through the second period, Fort Wayne is going to change up their goaltenders here. So, good opportunity here for Toledo to take advantage of a cold goaltender coming in. But they lose the face-off. Here it comes back around to Brady Carrick, who lines up a slap shot. And first shot on goal, right to the chest of the new goaltender. And he knocks it down and covers. There's the face-off dropped and won by Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne looking to break it out. Gets it all the way out to the center ice line there where Carrick sends a long pass to Rose. Rose puts a little stop move on his man. Beats and dangles back in where Ridings had the puck knocked off his stick. And a back-checking Jamison Rose prevents that attack from happening. Here comes Toledo. David Ben's pass to Jamison Rose hops over his stick. And crowd is very unhappy with the refereeing today, as everybody from each team is getting on them a little bit. Some for penalties, some for icings, some for offsides. Crowd is not happy with the stripes. 4:58 left in the second. Puck drops here just outside the Fort Wayne zone. And it'll be an offsides as Leach was in the zone as the puck gained over the blue line. So here we go. Do it again. Leach chips it into the zone, and Weasel gives chase. Comes back all the way out to the blue line where Leach has to wait for the zone to clear. Loses it off his stick, and here comes Fort Wayne. We have a potential 2-on-1. The shot's going to be taken right there, and it's somehow went in. I couldn't quite see because Caracas blocked our camera view and my eyesight view, but kicked out of the goal pretty quickly, so I'm wondering if that hit the post and came out or if it went in, but they're calling it in. I'm not sure what it would have hit to come back out that quickly, but nonetheless, it's a 2-0 game here for Fort Wayne. There'll be a goalie change here as Carson Dirkmott makes his way into the game. Here comes Tyler Kemp. Kemp off the face-off, win by Toledo. Tries to take a shot on goal and gets mauled down from the back. That's going to draw some oohs and ahs from the crowd here as Fort Wayne comes around with it here. Here's Van Urset. Van Urset's going to look to get it out to the point. Egan's going to wind up for a shot, tried to get one there, and he shot it at the feet of his opponent and knocked him down with that shot. Puck came all the way out. What should have been an offsides was missed there, so here's Tyler Kemp, sends one up to the backside of the goal, and the goaltender knocks it down. Comes in off the boards. Held in for a brief second by Kirk, so back checking of Toledo there helped out as Kirk was caught up front. And we're going to have an icing on the play as Tyler Kemp was a little shy of the center ice line there. Here's the face-off taken there briefly by Fort Wayne and given to Toledo and back to Fort Wayne. Ridings chips it out to center ice there, and Rose finds a way to get it past his man, but can't corral it. Ridings loses the puck, and here we have a 3-on-2. Kurt steps up, centering pass on the backside, and it does not get through as Rack and Buck knocked it down and prevented an easy scoring chance there. Here's Toledo with it. Bracken Buck gains the zone, full head of steam, looking for somebody to do something with there as he spins all the way back and tried a backhander after spinning all the way around the backside of the goal, and pad save there by the Fort Wayne goaltender. Another wraparound try there, knocked down by Buck. Pushing and shoving there after the whistle, but no call. So Toledo will keep the forwards out there, but change up the D, bringing in Egan and Couric. Here's David Ben with it off the face-off. Backhand attempt from Rose goes wide. And goaltender covers up on the rebound off the backboards. These backboards are pretty lively because it's the second time we've seen a simple shot come all the way back out to the front of the net. Then again on the face-off, loses it to Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne trying to get out of their own zone and does. Here's Fort Wayne with it around the backside of the goal, and another centering pass gets all the way through, and another centering pass ends up hitting Dirkmott's pads. Toledo scrambling to get it out and finally clears a little bit of pressure, but another shot that comes in and hits the skate of Couric. Ridings is going to take it in his own zone and try to flip it up and out, and does. Shot there from the side from Jamison Rose, came all the way back out to Egan. Egan took a shot and another skate deflection, gave it to Ridings. Ridings couldn't handle it, so Rose has it now in the corner, turning left and right, and finally sends it around. Another puck gets all the way to the blue line where Couric dumps it back in, and Fort Wayne gives chase. Weasel coming in off the bench goes to the puck. And Toledo looking for something to do with it here as nobody's taking control of it. Then Egan takes a backhander, hits a couple bodies in front, and is finally sitting there for Gould. Gould passes it up to Leach, where and some pushing and shoving there gets all the parents riled up. Face-off here taken by Fort Wayne, but given right back to Toledo, and then Anthony Leach's pass went right to the Fort Wayne force, number 10. He takes it the length of the ice, and he's going to shoot and score. Yeah, an intercepted pass led to a 2-on-2, but Buck pinched up, and number 10 went right around him, leading to an easy shot there that squeaked underneath the arm guard there of Carson Dirkmott. Fort Wayne wins the draw, wins it back into the Toledo zone though, where it's taken here. Morgan has it, lost it off the end of his stick, given to Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne gives it back to Toledo, and taken here by Kurt to Morgan. Morgan gains his own. Goes around his man, looking for something to do with it. Goes around the backside of the net, hits the brakes, comes right out in front, takes a shot point blank on goal, and right into the chest of the goaltender for Fort Wayne. All right, back to the action. Fort Wayne trying to tie up the puck there. And we'll have a whistle here. .3 seconds left here in the second period. Toledo down 3-0. Face off one back there by Fort Wayne. And still another scramble for the puck, and right there the referee keeps getting in the way of this game as Kemp was trying to come away with it there and got a stick knocked out of his hands by the foot of the by the foot of the referee. So 3-0 after 2 periods of play. And here we go. We're going to start the third period with a 3-0 lead for Fort Wayne. Toledo has 13 minutes to get back into this game. And face off there briefly taken by Toledo, but Brady Kirk's pass off the boards did not get past the Fort Wayne defenders, so Toledo chips it out to Van Urset. Van Urset gets it across the blue line, but loses it there. Puck is cleared up by Egan. It could not be handled by Kemp, so it's chipped back into the zone there, and Kirk takes it, sends it up to Morgan. Morgan gets around his man, gets over the blue line, looking for something to do here. And gets wrestled back behind the net and goes down there, but he still gets a backhanded pass attempt on it. Tyler Kemp tried to pass it across, and nobody was home. There's a stretch pass to 23, and defended nicely there by Egan, as he could not, the Fort Wayne player could not get a good enough stick on the puck to get a shot off. So taken here by Van Urset. Van Urset, I guess, sends it the length of the ice, and we're not going to have an icing, as it must have hit a stick of the Fort Wayne player. So Toledo goes for a change in the meantime. Fort Wayne dumps it in. Gives it to Toledo. Toledo takes it back out with Ridings. It's to Rose. Rose brings it up the side, chips it in deep, where they'll give chase. And battle ensues there behind the net, where, wraparound attempt where the goal was wide open for a split second there, but Rose lost it off the end of his stick there. And Ridings gives chase, knocks it down there before it can get to the blue line, where Rose will take it. Rose gets it out in front of the net and scores. So Fort Wayne could not clear that puck, and it was chipped down to Rose, who took it around. Looked like he was going to go around the backside of the net, but cut it out in front of the middle and put it 5-hole on the Fort Wayne goaltender. 11 minutes, 8 seconds left in the game here. Puck here taken by Fort Wayne. Bumped into the Toledo zone where Xander Kurt chips it back out to Toledo. Here's Rose. Rose coming around the side again. Gets it up to Ridings. Ridings takes a backhanded shot that's knocked down.
How about you call a penalty? That's what happens when you don't blow the whistle, Rob.
Toledo's going to go on the power play here for some extracurricular activity after the whistle was blown. I don't understand that move, but okay. Puck comes back off the face-off to Kurt. Kurt sends it over to David Ben. Ben's pass comes out to the Fort Wayne defenseman, and he clears it the length of the ice. Kurt sends it up the boards to Ridings, but his pass was off the boards and right to the Fort Wayne Force player, who gets a shot on goal, and the Fort Wayne Force player comes up with it, and a lot of standing around going on out there, hoping that somebody else does the job. Either way, Ridings gets it on his stick, chips it out to center ice where there will not be an icing as David Ben tipped it. Here comes the puck down the middle. Streaking was Rhino Ridings, but the puck could not get all the way down. Toledo almost gave up a shorthanded goal there with a few bad passes and a whole bunch of looking. .116 left in the penalty. 10:07 left in the game. 3-1 Fort Wayne. Puck comes back out to Egan off the draw. Holds it in nicely there. Gives it to Rose. Rose drops it behind the net where David Ben gives chase. Hits it off the backside there as it sent down the length of the ice here by Fort Wayne. I don't think that's going to make it all the way down as Kirk's going to have to play it. Kirk up the side to Ridings. Back to Kirk. Kirk sends it down to David Ben. David Ben at center ice. Gains the zone. Referee can't make up his mind as he called good and then calls an offsides immediately after for some reason. Just one more thing to add to the crowd's displeasure of them. 41 seconds left here in the power play. 9:31 in the game. 3-1 lead for Fort Wayne. Just drop there. Morgan gives chase into the Fort Wayne zone. Fort Wayne has it around the backside of their own net, but it hit something and jumped, giving it to Tyler Kemp, who lost it off the end of his stick. Morgan's trying to soccer style it out there. Comes all the way to Egan. Egan's going to walk it in a touch. Hits a couple of sticks. Comes off to Van Erset, who lined up for a shot, and that was deflected away. Van Erset loses it off his stick to the Fort Wayne player. And they're going to have another offsides as the puck comes out of the zone. Here's Fort Wayne with it. They dump it in there as we have 5 seconds left on the Toledo penalty. Excuse me, the Toledo power play. Far side pass across to Derek Morgan. Morgan takes the far side along the boards, loses it off his stick, and the puck is chipped all the way back out here. The number 23 for Fort Wayne, where it'll be a 2-on-1 with number 10. Number 10 to pass over to number 10. Back check there by Bracken Buck. Broke that play up nicely. And Morgan tries to chip it out, but it's knocked down there by the Fort Wayne defenseman. Skate save there by Ethan Van Herset allowed Xander Kurt to get that puck all the way back out and down the end of the ice where Morgan will give chase. Comes to Kurt's stick. Kurt had his stick lifted. Puck has found its way right out in front in a flip shot there by 23 for Fort Wayne. Goes high and wide over the net where it comes all the way to Weasel's stick. Weasel gets it all the way down to the Fort Wayne end. Up along the boards there where Gould tries to hold it in. He falls down. And puck knocked off the Fort Wayne skate, but it ended up crossing over the blue line before they could clear it out. And apparently we have more center ice offside face-offs than I've ever seen in my life. This must just be this guy's rule. And face-off being batted around, finally taken by Toledo. Here's Gould gaining the zone. Gould lines up a semi-slap shot that goes wide of the net. Leach gives it to Kirk. Kirk looks to flip it down, but it's intercepted there by Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne gets it to center ice and flips it in. Leach brings it back around. Tries a centering pass to Weasel. And where Weasel gets it to the blue line and dumps it in. Here comes a 2-on-2 the other way as Fort Wayne gets out of their zone and comes down the length of the ice. Kirk goes to work on his man over there. Gets it up the sideboards to Weasel. Weasel's got a 1-on-2 if he goes, if he chooses. As Toledo makes a few changes, Weasel tried to make a move around his man, but the puck was knocked off his stick. Puck got up to the blue line, hopped over the stick of Buck. And it's taken there by Ridings. Egan gives it back to Buck and comes off for a change. Buck's going to get it to center ice here. Skate it all the way in and put a shot just wide of the net. Pass from Fort Wayne gives it right to Toledo, and Ridings takes a shot that goes 2 feet wide. Xander Kurt pinches up to try to hold the puck in. Puck being kicked around there, and finally dumped in by Kurt, given back to Fort Wayne and back out to the blue line, but not out. They try a crossing pass, but it's intercepted by Ridings, then knocked off his stick by Fort Wayne. Given up there from Ben to Rose. Rose is going to take a shot, and it goes off the chest of the goaltender and into the corner. David Ben tried to wrap it around. Knocked down there by Fort Wayne. Ridings battling for it now. Ben steps in to try to help. 5:19 left here in the game. 3-1 Fort Wayne. Rose had it and lost it, gave it up to Fort Wayne, but it's still not going to be out as Ben makes the play at the blue line. He tried to flip shot towards the net, and it was unsuccessful. So Rose goes behind the net to get it. Rose stopped the puck, and it's picked up there by number 10 for Fort Wayne. Here they come. Past the center ice there, and they're going to get it to center ice and go for a wholesale change. 4:45 left to play for Toledo. Buck tried to pass it up to Ben, but the pass was deflected down and taken around the backside of the net where number 10 is Toledo fans want high sticks. They want trips. They want everything they're probably entitled to, but not going to get because they're not the ones wearing the stripes and skates. So here's number 10 with it down in the far corner. And Fort Wayne comes away with it in front of the net there, but shot comes wide. And we're going to finally get the referee to raise his hand on a checking penalty here to number 10. So Toledo will go on the power play for the next 2 minutes here. 4:02 left in the game, barring any penalties to themselves. So they'll send out Van Urset, Morgan, and Kemp, along with Egan and Brady Couric. Here's the puck, and Fort Wayne chooses to get it deep in the Toledo zone, where Couric sends it up to Morgan. Morgan tries to get it deep into the zone and plays around with it with the skates. Finally comes away with it. He's wrestled down to the ice there again. And another no call. Apparently you're not allowed to have two guys in the box here in Indiana. Fort Wayne player trips up and gives the puck to Couric, but then takes it away from Couric. Couric then takes it back from him and gives it to Kemp. Kemp battled along the boards with it, where Fort Wayne took it and got it deep into the zone. Stretch pass up from Egan to Van Urset. Van Urset can't handle it. Egan decides to get it back and get it deep into the zone. Toledo looks like they're losing a little bit of steam here. Icing is waved off there as Kirk tried to play the puck and must have tipped it from Fort Wayne. It wouldn't have made it down all the way anyways. Pass up to Egan. Egan's going to try to skate it. Egan jumps it deep into the zone, but it's quickly taken back out by Fort Wayne. Here's Couric up to Ben. Ben's going to try a quick shot there, but it's save made by Fort Wayne tender. 32 seconds left in the power play. 3-1 lead. 2:34 left in the game. 3-1 lead for Fort Wayne. Here's the puck, makes its way all the way back to Kurt. Kurt tried to slap shot, but it's deflected there by the Fort Wayne stick. Fort Wayne then comes away with it. Here comes 23. Poke checked away there from him by Bracken Buck. 10 seconds left on the power play. Buck makes a move around his man, comes around the side looking for somebody to pass to. Nobody there, and the puck ends up right in the blue part of the crease. And some more scuffling ensues. Quick drop of the puck there, and Rose tried to get a shot off, but went high and wide over the goal. Another tripping penalty should have been called there, but no call. It looks like these fans are letting these referees have it today. But either way, Toledo will be on the power play the remainder of the game, as 1:51 left in the game. We'll see what they can do. Face off taken there by Fort Wayne. They're going to pin it up against the boards, try to kill some time. Rose comes away with it, though, and gets a side shot off. Tried to go low, but the stick was in the way from Fort Wayne goaltender. Pass out in front to David Ben, did not get through. Another backhanded attempt there by Rose, falling to his knees. So Ridings goes into the corner to get it. He's looking for somebody to give it to. He drags it backside, hits the brakes, comes back around the other side, comes back out in front looking for somebody to pass the puck to. And finally David Ben steps in and says, I got this. David Ben around the backside. Oh, and he tried a quick shot there to hit a leg or a skate and was unsuccessful. So it comes all the way wrapping around where Kurik's going to take care of it. To Ben. Ben's over to Xander Kurt. Kurt's going to step up. Put a little shot on goal there that hits the pads and ricochets out. 2 or 3 good saves in a row there for the Fort Wayne goalie. Kurt's going to have it again. Looks to give it to Kurik, who sends a flip shot. Oh, and it goes wide. Stick save made. Jamison Rose down on the backside looking for something to do with it. Can't come away with it. Rose then tries a flip shot. Stick save made by the Fort Wayne goaltender. 46 seconds left in the power play. 35 seconds left in the game. There's David Ben, tried a centering pass. Toledo with an empty net now. Fort Wayne looking for something to do. There's a puck sitting right out in front, and Jamison Rose just buried a goal. 21.8 seconds left. Toledo makes it a 3-2 game. Well, it was only a matter of time. It was just when would Toledo get a good enough look at the net, and they finally did as the puck came out to Jamison Rose. He had the goalie down on. All he had to do was put it over top of him, and he did so. So 3-2 here, 21.8 seconds left. Toledo needs something here. Here's the face-off taken by Fort Wayne. Here's Toledo with another chance right there. Oh, and Jamison Rose almost had it. The puck is loose, sitting right out in front, and it's in. No, they're going to wave it off. That is definitely not going to make the fans happy there, as the puck ended up in the back of the net, and obviously the puck was loose because the player that shot it, which I believe was Jamison Rose, had enough time to get it up and over the sprawling goaltender, which means he didn't have any possession of the puck whatsoever. But if the referee loses sight of it, and if there's an intent to blow a whistle, then that's the call.
Come on, keep your heads up.
All right, so 3-2 game still, 10.3 seconds left. The net is empty to my right. 6 players on for Toledo. And puck drop there taken by Toledo, looking to try to put a shot on net. They have 3 seconds left. There's a shot there by Ridings, did not get through, so we have a 3-2 final. Well, a controversially reffed game here sends the Toledo fans home with a bit of salty taste in their mouth, as the score should have been 3-3, but a late goal with 10 seconds left was waved off. So these fans feel like they played against 7 guys on the ice tonight. 5 of the Fort Wayne players and a ref at times. Either way, 3-2 is your final.